possibilities. And as I say, the cloud is disruptive technology, and one of our experiences in enabling technology over a long period of time is that we said from the beginning, and we get reminded of it over and over again, we're never going to be able to predict all the things that customers, the people are going to want to do with this technology, and it's futile trying to predict it, but you just need to be ready for it when it comes, because that's where opportunities lie. So there might be some occasions when cloud environments are not suitable for service hosting, and I think the main one there is when security is your first and foremost, first, second and third priority. And in such situations it may be financial services of one kind or another, when your remit is simply to do absolutely everything you can to make sure that the systems are secure, and as a result, physical security is really the only recourse. It's no good after the event if someone says, well, you had a security breach, and did you do everything to secure that? Well, no, I had my system running somewhere else. You should have locked it up. So, I mean, there's arguments to say that there's certain things that perhaps will never find their way into cloud environments or anything that's kind of public in any way. Not everyone has that sort of security need. Everyone has some level of security concerns. But I think the main impediment for most businesses in outsourcing the data and using cloud computing of whichever kind is actually, it is outsourcing the data, having the data away from the reach, because in a lot of businesses that is almost the case, that is the business. But I like to remind people in this context that telecoms itself has been outsourced ever since the telephone was invented, and the term cloud was invented for telecoms. And interesting there happened, but with voice in the cloud, really you're just outsourcing the transient handling of the media. Your data can still stay in your data center if you've got one. You can put that out on the cloud in various ways yourself, but it's really just a case of, in very much in the same way as telecoms are handled traditionally. It's a transient phenomenon, and in common with most IT situations, you don't really need those things. I mean, you don't need those servers. You only need the job that they're doing for you, and once it's done, it's. And I think it's absolutely true that owning large server farms and whatever, that in itself really rarely adds any value to your business. It's what that is doing for you that is the important thing. So this, I feel, is probably the most interesting slide. So I'll sort of dwell on it a little bit. I believe there's a pointer here. Oh, there is a pointer. Without a battery, maybe. But so I'll have to talk my way across. As I say, we're basically we live in the Amazon cloud. On the right-hand side there's we make use of the Amazon bulk storage, cloud-based bulk storage, and I mean there's a number of challenges when moving into a cloud environment, and one of the things is the characteristics of that kind of storage is not a file system as most people would understand it. It does have some great characteristics. I mean, 5.9 is what's often quoted as sort of telco level reliability. Amazon's backing store, the simple storage subsystem, has got 11 nines of persistence. They store all the data in at least 3 geographically distinct places. Now, this does affect latency, so that's the challenge. You get benefits and you get some downsides, but if you can deal with that, then that very much works for you. At the bottom of the center cloud, there's a high availability cloud controller. That simply is looking after the population of media servers, and when the traffic level reaches a certain point, it will spin up a new media server. When it goes down to a certain point, it'll basically divert the traffic and bring the number of media servers down. And to the left of that central cloud area is the ingress and egress proxy, and that's made highly available by redundancy techniques. What I haven't drawn on here is the sort of extent of the Amazon cloud base, kind of halfway between what's labelled the cloud and the public internet. You can see down at the bottom left there's the potential, and in fact very much what we do is use a number of different telco gateways in a number of different locations, and you can get diversity and according to the best routes for certain purposes. And some telcos provide inbound, some telcos provide only outbound in different places, and you know, it's quite straightforward to work with those things. Of course, there is direct IP access into the cloud, direct to the ingress proxy. There's a developed web portal which allows people using this. It's an inherently multi-tenanted system, so a lot of different people can be occupied and use this service platform without knowing others are there. But the developer web portal allows them access to their assets on the cloud, recordings, voice prompts, logs, and all those kind of things, and the ability to set up inbound and outbound services. And there is also web services access into this area too. So programmers, as a matter of course, can recover recordings or put new recordings up there. And the top left, the green box on the top left is what I was referring to as those are the user application servers, and you know, co-located with data. And essentially, that's the very top left. The two green items there are, you know, seem to be customer premises cited. So that really is just simply a server, and you know, the traffic goes in and out of the cloud, all of the media processing handled in the cloud. Or indeed, that could be pushed, as shown by the other green box, that could be cloud hosted independently. So another kind of techie aspect of this, I mean, the point is, I think, when you're designing for an environment like this, there's some aspects to it that you can take advantage of, and it brings you real benefits, and there's some other things that are challenges. And this is one of the things that interesting